your weight, how much do you weigh now?
I weigh about 340, 348 last time I checked.
How much did you weigh before the surgery?
472.
Holy shit, you were bigger than me, dude. I was 420.
Yeah, 472. I was a big dude. And granted, I've put weight on. Like I got my lowest I got down to was like 425. I mean 325. I'm sorry, not 425. 325. And like, and that's another thing that kind of icks on you, because like I was so proud of my weight loss, and like it's never good enough for other people. And mainly since it was like a donation drive to get the weight loss surgery to begin with. Like it's not good enough, which I agree, it's not good enough. I want to get down to 250. That's my goal weight, 250 pounds. But at the same time, it's like I'm in such a better place now than I was then, that I'll take this if this is all this gives me.
Well, the reason why people get on you for it is because you made it. And I actually did the same thing once in the past before, too. The second time where I finally sat down and said, look, I'm going to lose this weight because I'm actually like in 250s now. Well, I just did it and didn't say a fucking thing. The thing with you is I think that because you were so public about it and you got the financial support for it, that's why I think a lot of people put you to task on it.
Well, no, I don't think that's correct. I think most people put it to task on it is because I got $25,000 to do it, and I chose a route that cost $9,000.
So I have to ask, what happened to the other 16 then? Like that's what I think people are wondering.
A lot of it went to taxes, like because you got to pay taxes on that 25,000. The government, Uncle Sam doesn't give a fuck what you got it for. It's 1099K. That's what I got to pay on it. So a large portion went to taxes. I don't have health insurance, so I had to get a doctor. I forgot what it's called. It's basically like where you run on a treadmill and they make sure your heart is strong enough for surgery.
Stress test you got.
Stress test. So I had to do that. I had to do doctor follow-ups, blood work. My blood work is like $1,200 every 4 months.
Jesus Christ, why? Why is it you still do that now?
I don't do blood work now. I only had to do that for the first year after the surgery. Okay. But like at the time, it was like $1,200. That's because I don't have insurance, and I had an entire list that was like a page long of stuff they had to test, and each test has its own individual price. I don't know if you've ever done blood work like that, but you know what I'm saying. Which I'm due for blood work right now because my doctor wanted me to check my thyroid and my cholesterol and everything like that. But again, like I was kind of putting that off.
Now, you got the weight loss surgery in Mexico, correct?
Yeah. But like people, before we get all this, I want to explain where all the money went. Like none of it went to my Mustangs. I don't know why that's a thing.
I didn't even hear about that, but okay, we put that out there. Let them know.
Yeah, like all the money I spent, like it was $9,000 on the trip itself, and that it was like $6,500 for the surgery. Then I had like another $1,200 for like plane tickets, and then I had to bring my mother along with me. She was part of the plane tickets, but like I had to feed her, I had to buy an extra room because of the way our plane coming home was. Like we couldn't get a plane that night. It had to get to the next morning. So we had to stay somewhere in San Diego. So we had to buy another night's hotel room. It was like $9,500, something like that for everything there. And, you know, then I had to pay taxes, and I couldn't tell you off the top of my head how much taxes was for $25,000, but it was like $7 or $8 grand. Okay. Right off the rip right there. So right there is like 14 or 15 of it right there. And then the extra 10 grand, like, you know, like I said, blood work, that's $4,000, you know, different doctor's visits is $65 a pop, you know, and then there were some residuals, like $3,000 or $4,000 that I bought other things on, like shoes and things like that to walk. And like,
I mean, that's what people were questioning, is where the rest of it went. Now, so you said it was how much was it for the blood work?
I had to do 4 blood work. It was about $1,200 a piece.
Okay. Now I know how you did the math then, because at first you said it was $1,200, then you said it was 4. So if you had to do it 4 times, I could see where you got the 4,000 plus from. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I mean, like I didn't take this money with any intention of like I'm going to swindle these people. Like I was honestly, when I made that choice in December of that year, that I was either going to shoot myself in the head or I was going to die on a hospital table in Mexico. Only one of those two choices has life at the end of it.
What made you say that you wanted to shoot yourself in the head? What point were you at?
I was 470 pounds. I was super unhappy with life. I was streaming to like 200 people, you know, begging to make $40, $50 a stream. I was by myself. I pretty much had no human contact outside of like my grandmother. And like, my grandmother's been getting sick. Like, and she's been getting sick for years, like slowly getting sicker. Recently, she got diagnosed with 3 types of cancer.
Oh, geez.
She's not going to be with us much longer.
I heard that on PKA. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I'm. People claim I got 62 IQ, but I look around and be like, dude, I'm about to be here by myself at 470 pounds, and I'm either going to eat myself to the point I can't get out this bed, and nobody's going to be able to help me, or I got to change my life.